What's going on, guys? 1 p.m. January 7th, and I had a late start to the day today. I've been prioritizing my sleep like crazy. I went to sleep almost at 11 yesterday, and I woke up at 5 like I always do. But I could just feel my body was like, you know what? I think it's a sleep, bro. So I went back to sleep. I didn't wake up till like 10. I could have honestly probably kept sleeping, but sometimes you need the mind to rest. And for me, super crucial. I've noticed when I start not sleeping, like even within like a day or two, my cognition just starts declining really rapidly. Got up like at 10, went straight to it. Like I had to like really move. So I'm gonna have a shorter day technically. I fall asleep like at 9, 10 today. So I'm like, damn, I really only got like 12 hours of the day. So jumped up, had breakfast, I showered, went straight to a meeting, ran to the gym, and here we are now. So some people are lifting like, I don't know, like 6 times a week. That's a lot. I only lift weights twice a week max. But I've noticed every time I work out, like I'm always making progress. Like one more rep, more strength, etc. So I focus a lot on progressive overload. A lot of people kind of miss that because everybody tries to make quick jumps, but you know, progressive overload with anything that you do is actually super crucial, not just in lifting weights. So I'll tell you guys a little bit more about that, like how I apply that into business. But let me get another quick 70. All right, guys, done with the workout. Headed home now to finally get a ton of work done. So I was talking about progressive overload. You can literally progressive overload into just about anything in your life. So for those of you who go to the gym, you guys have probably heard of that term when you lift weights or even like when you run or anything like that. Progressive overload simply means, you know, whatever weight you lift or amount of run or even length of time or speed or any of that, is like you basically measure what you are doing in that moment, and then you progressively over time, over days, over weeks, over months, slightly increase the weight, slightly increase the time, slightly increase the distance. Oh my God, it's the second time I'm recording this. This whole time I was talking to the camera by myself. For some reason it stopped when I got on the car. But progressive overload, long story short, I'm going to summarize as quickly as possible, is like you can literally apply that into anything. For those of you that have never heard of the word, it's a term heavily used in the bodybuilding world, in the weightlifting world, where you basically track what you are lifting, the specific exercise, the amount of sets, the amount of reps, the amount of weight. And the idea is, the theory is that you basically increase weight or reps over time, right? And ideally every week or throughout the months, right? Throughout the years. And as long as you continuously increase that every single week, even if you just increase 1 rep a week or you increase it by 1 pound a week, eventually like that's gonna add up heavily, right? So you don't have to like completely go overboard from the beginning. That's something that you can apply into anything. Like I apply that into literally everything. Like I've obviously done it in when it comes to weightlifting and running, but it's also in the business world. Like it's also with family, it's also with your friendships, it's also with like trying to change your habits. Like I believe it's very doable to change your habits and become a completely different person within a matter of days, but it could be very difficult for a lot of us, right? So even though we can make that connection, we can make that shift and like just say like, screw it, I'm gonna be this person now, or screw it, you know, I'm gonna do X in business. Like even if it doesn't happen, like applying the progressive overload method is super valuable, because if not, you will get stuck and then you're gonna be like, oh, this is not working, I'm just gonna go back to my old habits, right? So you can make that shift, but like remember, like we're wired a certain way, right? So we're always gonna falter back to like our old wiring from when we grew up. So when you are doing this in business, the best way that I would say that is obviously tracking KPIs on the marketing side, on the sales side, on the operational side, on the customer service side, tracking KPIs everywhere, right? And when you know what is working and what's not working and why it's not working and why it's working, then you can literally make slight changes to progressively get better and better and better and become more efficient in whatever you're doing, right? It's just like on the marketing, and when you're running ads, for example, you can test out a whole bunch of creatives, but if you're not tracking the creatives and seeing which one worked and which one didn't work and why it worked and why it didn't work, and you know, what was your cost per book call, what was your cost per appointment, what was your cost per form submission, just because you got 10 calls that week, it doesn't mean that the creatives are actually doing well, right? You can be running 10 creatives, but it's really maybe only one that's working. That's, again, tracking KPIs, progressive overload. It's like, okay, well, clearly this one worked. Let's get rid of all the other ones. Let's create new ones. Let's keep using this one. Let's now apply more capital into that one creative so that we can get more bookings and it'll actually be cheaper. It's the same idea, right? It's just like on the sales side. Okay, I'm going to make, 10 calls a day, because 10 calls sounds like a lot, but maybe 2 days from now, I'm like, I'm gonna do 20, then 30, then 40. And eventually that becomes super easy. So yeah, I digress, guys, but long story short, check that out. Like, see where in your life, like whatever it is that you're working on, where can you track your KPIs or track progressive overload in a way that you're going to get better every single day, every single night? For example, one of the things that I struggled with a lot was reading for whatever reason. Since I was a kid, I never liked to read. Like when it came to math and numbers, like that was easier for me. But reading, man, I struggled with comprehension. I struggled, and like for whatever reason, I just recall reading and I just wouldn't really get it. Like I would have to read things 4 or 5 times. You know, what's the best way to get better at reading comprehension? Well, then you get to read more, read a lot more. Clearly I was not reading, and numbers for whatever reason just came easy to me. So, you know, I started applying that within the things that I do on a daily basis, and I started reading every single day. Sometimes I'll skip it, but it's like I track that, like how often am I reading, how many minutes a day am I reading, and I've been able to tell that the way my comprehension has been growing, right? And it's correlated to the amount of time that I'm reading. So it's the amount of time that you're applying into something. So it's just like if you can track what you are doing and not doing, and heavily just overload the work into that thing and see the progress that you're making, you'll see how fast your life will change in that one subject or that whatever thing you're trying to accomplish. So that's all I got for you guys right now. I'll see you guys a little bit later. What's going on, guys? Just got making it home right now. Met up with some friends and gonna eat something right now. I'm like really hungry. You know, I hate and love at the same time. Like when I get enough sleep, I fell asleep I woke up till 10, but for whatever reason, like I get like massive brain fog when I fall asleep, when I go back to sleep. It's like if I sleep 6 hours and then I go to sleep and then I wake up super early, like I feel fine. I'm able to push through somehow. Like I shower, get ready, eat something. But then if I go back to sleep, you would think I would feel more energized, but it actually feels the opposite. Like I just don't fucking get it. I had a bit of a slow day after when I got up. But right after that, I think when I got up, I had breakfast, had a meeting, and then I went straight to the gym. That helped a ton right away. But then by then, I think I had another meeting, then another meeting. So like I didn't really get much work done today. You know what's the beauty of having a team is that most of the work that's getting done is getting done by them versus me. I'm blessed that I really believe right now that we have the best team we've had in a very long time. So we're currently at $0 in revenue this month so far. We just relaunched ads 5 days ago. So it's a brand new start. And then we're also launching a new marketing campaign where we're basically pulling leads from a database, and we're primarily through this database targeting business owners that made anywhere between $2.5 to $10 million. So we're gonna be hitting leads from that angle and also from an ad angle. I'm excited for what the next few weeks are we're gonna tell us. So these next couple of weeks might be a little bit slow, but once we start cranking it, like, scaling to the million should be a cakewalk, honestly. Like really the biggest thing right now that we gotta look at is like what's actually work and not work. Yeah, it's a game of patience right now. It's like, how can you be patient and still move at rapid speed, right? So we're getting there. I'll give you guys a bigger update tomorrow. And I might do it tomorrow or in one of these next couple of days. I'm gonna show you guys a breakdown on exactly how we plan to get to $1 million a month and what we need to do. And that way you guys get a better idea. But right now I'm gonna eat something really quick, and then I'm gonna go read and fall asleep in the next hour. So it's a super short day. I didn't get to record a lot. Hopefully tomorrow I'm able to record a lot more, give you guys a bigger breakdown. Look, if you guys have any like questions or wondering like what else I do throughout the day, just let me know. Like honestly, like there's only so much that I do on a daily basis, but I will find a way to basically discuss all these different topics on what we got here. Just keep in mind, like I've generated over $10 million online in the last 5 years. So I'm not an expert. I am not a pro. I'm not the best entrepreneur in the world out there. There's way more people that know way more than me. There's people that work for me that know way more than me. But, I believe I know a thing or two that can definitely teach you guys and that you can apply. So just hit me up, drop it in the messages, in the comments, and then I'll see you guys in the next one.